All right, we got another episode of the Esports Next official podcast here at Esports Next 2024. My name is Adam Joshua. I'm your host today, and here we have Vijay. Vijay, introduce yourself.
Hey Adam, I'm Vijay Koduri. I'm co-founder and CEO of Sizzle.gg. So what we do is AI for automatic gaming and esports highlights.
Fantastic. Can you elaborate a little more about that? How is the AI implemented into what you do, and where do the highlights go?
Yeah, great question. So, as you know, there's tons of people that stream on Twitch and YouTube. They might stream for 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day. No one has time to go back to those 8 hours and go back and search. Oh my God, where was that multi-kill or that victory or whatever it was? And so that's what we train our AI to do. Now, our AI does, we analyze the video, the audio, and chat of streams on Twitch, on YouTube, on Kick, wherever you stream. The video tells us what's happening in the game. So we'll detect the events, specific events like kills, multi-kills, headshots, or goals, or whatever. Game by game, it could be whatever's relevant to that game. We actually have deep algorithms for different games. We cover at a deep level about all the top 40 games, all the titles you can imagine, and then at a basic level, we support everything else. So the video analysis tells us what's happening in the game. The audio tells us when is the streamer excited. So are they shouting? Are they laughing? What's their speech emotion? And the chat tells us when is the audience excited. So we actually look. The text is actually hard to decipher. Gamer language is almost impossible to decipher. We do as good of a job as we can. Well, the emotes and emojis tell us a lot. So that tells us a lot. And then, different sort of algorithms, frequency of chat, other things like, tell us what's happening. So it's a combination. If there's a multi-kill, the streamer shouting, the chat's going crazy, like it's a good moment.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's kind of like in YouTube, there'll be like little spikes to like your most rewatched thing, but then you want to take the analytics of whatever's going on in a stream and then have them you be able to like go back because yeah, I definitely if I'm streaming, I don't want to be thinking about okay, oh, I better get catch that moment or oh, where was that moment? Then you have to sift through if you're going like you said through 7 8 hour streams then you don't want to go and have to find that. So that's a very useful tool. How have you implemented that into the esports
Yeah.
system?
So, I mean, there's really three ways you can use our product. One is the streamers, that individual people. Second are esports teams and leagues. They want highlights of their tournaments. So, like PUBG Esports is a customer. We crunch all of their tournaments. So we have a portal for them where their social media team can go into our portal and they can search for tournament day, like maybe week one, day two, match four. And then even within that, they can say, okay, in this match, show me all the grenade kills and even like show me the grenade kills by a certain player. So
Yes.
they can get that specific in their search. Like in PUBG, there's a team called Sonics and there's a player called Tiggleton. He's super popular. He's amazing. So a lot of times their social media team will want a highlight reel of just Tiggleton and his action plays and his kills, and they use our tool to get stuff like that. So it's a lot for the social media team. We also work for broadcast teams in esports. So like
Great.
if you want live highlights, like we were at TwitchCon and they had a tournament on stage with 60 top Fortnite streamers competing, and we did live highlights for them. So we do that. And then the third area that we're getting into is Discord. A lot of sort of semi-professional and casual tournament organizers have these huge Discord communities, like think Scrim's community. Maybe people are playing Fortnite 2, 3 times a week. They're practicing. They're trying to get better. And they want clips from those tournaments on their Discord. And so we built this Discord bot, which gives folks, clips, and then we're getting a ton of traction there.
That's awesome. Yeah, like whenever I watch a sports game, I am like marvel at the fact that they're able to get those clips so fast. They're able to slow them down. They're able to like notate on like what's going on. So in the esports world, how do you make that? How do you do that quick turnaround?
Yeah, so that's where we've done a ton of work on not just the AI of detecting this, but the speed of the AI
Yeah.
and the cost of the AI, because we're not trying to charge our customers an arm and a leg. So we have really worked on the speed and the cost. we've actually got all our AI models to work within seconds. So it works in real time. Something is happening, we can give you highlights right then and there. So at the end of the match, you want to see all the major moments that happen in the match, or maybe even by player, things like that. We can do all that right away.
So it would like generate a clip for you. So this just happened in the game. There was like a huge multi-kill, headshot multi-kill, whatever, and then it'll automatically clip, and then you could like just click on it, and then it would like play within your broadcast. Is that kind of
Yeah, if the broadcaster wants to do that, sure. Yeah.
that's
So
so
that
cool?
just depends on how the broadcaster wants to integrate. So that could play within the match. When there's a down moment, it could play after the match. Or maybe at the end of the day, their social media team wants to have, here's like 5 different compilations, of the funniest moments, of the, kills, of the victories, whatever. And they can instantly create those and share those on social media.
That's great. So say you are doing like, a 16 by 9 video and then you wanted to compress that into like a social media size. Would the AI also format the video for you and add captions?
Absolutely. So, you read, to a T one of our services, which is the vertical clip creator. So, we'll automatically chop that and not just chop the center. We actually detect where the action
Where
is.
the action is.
So
That's
we
great.
chop the appropriate 9 by 16. And then, yeah, we have the capability to put captions on. We even do AI taglines. So the AI looks at the
Oh,
event and figures out what are the best captions. And you can even, if you want to make those funny taglines or serious taglines, whatever, the mood of the AI, we can do all of that.
and where is it sourcing that material from? Is it just scanning through all social media or is it scanning through like a specific like hashtag or what is it doing?
So the AI is analyzing the gameplay. So based on the gameplay, it'll actually create the caption. So it's not,
That's great.
yeah, yeah,
So say that the gamer has some kind of catchphrase, like he says, "Let it rip"
yeah.
every time he does something, or before he's about to do something cool. The AI would detect that, and maybe everyone in the chat is also saying it when he says it, and then they know that would be the caption. That kind
It,
of how's it work?
yeah, so that could be something, or we could just have the AI create, a funny caption like doing a, we just were testing our AI taglines on some GTA clip, and a guy was at the top of the building and he crowbarred the other guy, and the other guy fell down, and it was like something like, "Hey, don't get in my way, or else I'll crowbar you," or something like that. So the AI can actually create some funny things.
I love that. That's so cool. And this could definitely be used like whenever I'm deep diving into like how to do video, a specific thing in video editing, I'll always get those videos. It's like I think it's like Neo Leap AI or something. You've probably heard of it. Um, they'll be like, hey, we can like vertical align your video. We can add captions, and we can do this, we can do that. So your platform, it would probably be more useful for other types of media, correct?
Yeah, you could technically use it for anything. We're focused on gaming because gaming is the biggest category of content out there.
I
Yeah,
would say so as
yeah.
well.
I think it's like 20% of YouTube is gaming. So,
Really,
yeah,
that's an astounding stat.
it's an astounding stat. So, and God knows what percentage of TikTok is gaming. So it's like, yeah, this is where most amount of clips get shared. That's where there's like 4 billion gamers on the planet. There's so many gamers. So that's why we're starting with this. And once there's such a big market here, but our AI, we're already testing it. It does work for other categories of content, comedy, TV content, bunch of other things. And I'm sure over time we'll get into all of those as well.
That's so cool. I love that. Yeah, that would save me so much time in editing. Are there any parts of the your app or AI that would do like long form content as well?
We don't create long form content, so our entire focus is converting long form to short form,
Yeah,
but it doesn't have to be like 15-second clips.
yeah.
So let's say there's an 8-hour stream and you just want all of the matches. And so you want maybe 6 hours out of that 8 hours. We can give you that. Or you want just let's say it's Fortnite and you just want the matches where, you survived into the top 20. So the matches where you did fairly well, we can give you all of that. Or we can just give you the individual moments. So our AI, since it's time stamping everything in that 8 hours, we can give you an infinite number of cuts of those 8 hours.
Great.
And we can also personalize that. So if different people, like if you wanted to see, the kills, your buddy wanted to see the funny moments, and someone else, she wants to see just the endings, like something like that, we can give different moments, different cuts of that, all and without really creating any new video. We have some patented technology to do that.
That's super cool. So, say I had one really good match, like Fortnite or something like that. I want to take one of that very match, and maybe there's a few like moments in there that are kind of slow. I want to cut those out. At the beginning of the video, I want to add like my little sizzle, like my little intro video or a gamer tag or socials or whatever. Could it do something like that?
Yeah, so we allow annotations on top of the video, so you can add all of that in. For paid subscribers, we allow them to have their own sort of, if they have an intro reel that they want standard, or an ending card, things like that. There's those options, and yeah, and then like you said, you can sort of specify what types of moments you want. We have filters for different types of moments, so you can have some or all of that in the reel. We have custom compilations, so we'll show you all our individual clips. You can combine whatever clips you want into a 1 minute or 2 minute or 3 minute compilation. So we give our users a lot of flexibility.
That's super cool. Yeah, I could use that for sure. Is it like a paid thing? What kind of pay price tiers would there be?
Yeah, I mean, so for streamers, we have a freemium option. Streamers don't make much money. We don't charge them a lot. There's a
Yep.
free option. We put our watermark on it. And
Yep.
for the
Fair enough.
paid option, the lowest plan is $5 a month, and we're launching some higher end plans. For esports teams and leagues, that's a custom pricing based on how many matches in the tournament, what kind of options they want. But yeah, and we can charge by tournament. We don't have to have an annual subscription for them. So we're pretty flexible.
That's cool. Yeah. And after the AI has done its thing, do you like have some kind of leeway if you want to make some of your own adjustments?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, most of our customers honestly want to make their own adjustments.
Yeah.
So, we have all the clips and compilations, and they can one click share if they want straight from our platform, or they can download. And a lot of them want to download, add their own effects, and then post on social media. And that's totally up to them. But we give them the full, like we said, 16 by 9 download. They can have the 9 by 16 download. So they can sort of do whatever they want.
I love that. Yeah. So say you gave them like one of their matches and they're like, "Oh, I like all this, but can you extend this clip a little bit?" You can just always go back and obviously make
Yeah.
those adjustments.
For sure. For every clip, they can extend the time forward or back before they download it, or before they share it. So yeah, a lot of flexibility.
That's great. And then you just send them a link to download and then they're all set.
Yeah, it's right there on our dashboard. There'll be like download buttons, and there's a download for 16 by 9 and there's download but for 9 by 16. So depending on what they click, they'll get that file and they can do whatever they want with it.
Boom. Saves you so much time. So, do you have a background in video editing? Is this how you kind of got into that?
Yeah, I mean, my co-founder actually used to do video editing for movies and shorts and stuff like that, and he called me up. I'm more on the tech side. I was with Google for many years.
All right.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Whereabouts?
I'm in the Bay Area,
Bay
so
Area.
yeah,
Yeah, I have a friend that works out there. Are you at the Mountain View?
yeah, exactly. I was at
The
the Mount.
brand new Mountain View offices?
Well, it's
Dragon scales on them?
yeah, so that's the new one. So I wasn't in that, but I was there a few years ago in sort of the still is their headquarters, but yeah, the older
The older
offices.
one, it's not too far. That's where
Yeah.
my friend actually works. But I actually got to help open up that new space. I had to like create
Oh wow.
like a scavenger hunt game. So I got to go in before most people, which was like, wow, how did I get here?
Yeah.
But it's a really nice office. And
Yeah,
they
it's a
got
beautiful office. Yeah.
so many things that make it hard to. I feel like they want to trap you a little bit so
Yeah.
that you never leave. You got the laundry, you got the gym, you've got all these nice restaurants with free food, and then pretty much everything at your disposal. You got all those cool breakout rooms that you can work out of, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. What made you make the leap from going to Google to doing your own thing with Sizzle?
Yeah, I mean, my buddy called me up. I've known him from high school. We actually started a company together in college, and when we were talking, he's like, "Man, video editing sucks. We need to simplify this." We were both like, "Well, movie editors are going to use their own tools. They need their professional tools. Let's not touch that space." But there's a
Makes
huge
sense.
Yeah, there's a huge space where individual creators or even fans that want to make clips of long YouTube and Twitch videos, that's the space that we need to be in. It just kind of made a lot of sense. So that's when we said, okay, let's focus in on this. We both have seen the need within gaming, within clipping, so we're like, let's solve this problem, and then yeah, the rest is history. We just set about sort of building the AI and going from there.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that does make sense because you would want to have all your proper formatting. You wouldn't want any kind of little, you want every single little nuance that maybe an editor in an editor bay is going to think about it differently, as a content versus like, proper film. That does totally make sense. And that's why you're breaking into games. I get it. That's awesome. One of the things that you hope to accomplish with your company.
With the company, you said?
Yeah, what do you hope to accomplish? Who do you hope to work with? What kind of spaces are you looking to get into? Where do you want to grow it to?
Yeah. Right now, we have 100,000 creators on our platform. Want to keep growing that number to millions of creators. Want to get to serving billions of fans, so not only letting creators make clips, but personalizing those clips to fans. Every fan might have different favorite creators, different favorite esports teams, and different favorite moments that they want to see within those creators or esports teams. So we want to be able to personalize all of that and get them sort of millions and billions of fans watching this. And then, like I said, we're seeing a lot of traction on Discord, and we're working with brands and facilitating brands to connect with gamers. So we'll want to facilitate new forms of advertising, new forms of sort of brand and gamer connections.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's a great way to go about it. And your audience and your customer base is only going to grow exponentially. If you're in it at this stage, I can't imagine what it's going to be, even in like a year from now. Just people are really starting to embrace it. It was properly Esports Next Day in Chicago just a few days ago, which is really exciting. And it's only going to get bigger from here. So I'm excited for you and all your success. Do you want to do a little plug before we do go?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks, Adam. Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
for this podcast. I really enjoyed it. If anyone's listening, please go to sizzle.gg, just like it sounds, sizzle.gg. You can sign up for free as a streamer, or if you're an esports team or league and you want to partner with us, or your brand you want to partner with us, just hit me up, info@sizzle.gg. I'll respond right away, and happy to chat with anyone.
Fantastic. Well, it's been a pleasure having you here, VJ. I'm going to be thinking about you while I'm doing my grueling hours of editing. Maybe even the podcast. Maybe I'll have to use it or something like that. I'll check it out for sure.
I love it. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you.